So our loops and this is all covered, right? This lambda is not covered. Okay, functions. I think loops we covered. So no, I think this tuple list I covered. Okay, let's talk. Okay. So list element we can access by indexes. Okay, so negative indexing is there. Like from the back, right? I want to get like -1, -2, -3 like this, or from starting is 0 index. Okay, so we can range also we can give. So like 0, 1, 2, it will start 2 and next 3. So this 2, 3, 4. So 1 less than will be okay. So total 3 element. So this cherry, orange, kiwi is coming. Okay, when I'm giving this range. Okay, when I'm not giving it starting one, it will be giving from the beginning. Okay, so it will start from the apple, but total it's taking 5 elements. So 5 minus 0 is 5. Okay, when I do 2 here, so 2, 5 minus 2, 3. So 3 element will come. Okay, but the starting position will be 0, 1, 2 cherry. Okay, so this is the range of indexes we can say. Okay, we can give, if I'm not giving the starting one, so it will take it. If I'm not giving the last one, it will take it till end. Okay, change the list item, you can modify any particular index element. So directly you can assign the value of the index, then you can change. You can even change the range, you can change. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 I'm giving. So 0, 1, it will start here. So these two will be replaced by these two. Okay, so this is basically, this is we are modifying. Okay, and if you have 1 to 2, so whatever range you want to modify, you can replace it. Okay, so add new item, right? So there is a append is default function, right? We can add any element at the end of the list, but insert is like a more specific, right? Like, okay, which position I want to insert. Suppose I want to insert in the middle, any particular position. So I will define the index position. So if I define the 1, so if you say the 0, 1 position orange came. Okay. If I give here 2, so my element is inserted in the second position. Okay. So insert is specific position you can do insert. Okay. And extend is there. Suppose you want to extend the entire list into the end of the list, the first list. So there is a extend is there. And we know list maintain the insertion order, right? Whatever order the elements are there, in the same order it will be using. Okay. Any iterable item, right? Okay. So we can extend like two, like this is the list and this is a tuple. So I can extend the element also. Okay, so these elements will be extend in the list. Okay, so these are the simple example. Okay, remove the list item. So remove function is there which can take the element and it can remove. Suppose you have same element 2 times, because list allows the duplicate. So will it remove both the one, or it will remove the only first occurrence? Okay, let's see. It will do only one. So second occurrence is still there, right? So if you say, okay, you want to remove all the duplicate one, right? So that you make it set. If you create a set, then automatically it will do unique, right? But only one element you want to, the first occurrence will do if it is more than one time. Okay. But if you want to make it all element unique, right? So in that case, you go for create a set, the set, and you pass into the your set. Okay. So set, you pass this list, and then you can print. So after this, you are getting no duplicate. Okay. So this is a set. And again, you want to use this set as a list. So pass in the list constructor. Pass in the list. It will become now list type. Okay. So you will identify it's a set, right? Because it's a braces. If you see square bracket, it is a list. If a round bracket is there, it's a tuple, right? So you can identify whether it's a, see, now it's a list. So you can convert the set to the list by passing the element in the list. The set you can pass. So first you list, you pass to the set, make the unique element, and again set to pass to list, then make a list. Okay, like this you can do the conversion. Okay, like pop is a function. This is popping, right? Like, okay, if you specify this is a position, specific position, it will remove the element, like second item, so 0 1. But if you don't pass any index value, it will be doing same like a last element. Pop means last element, it will be popped. Okay, whatever is there, right? Suppose if you say here the last one is this is the last now. Okay, so one cherry is pop. Okay, so now these three elements are there. Okay, so last element, but pop index you are giving, it is specific position, right? So you can index position second item 0 1. Okay, del is delete the any specific index. So when you use the delete, right, you are deleting, yeah, you are removing or deleting, it's the same. If you remove, you can this list dot remove, and you are giving the okay, but remove is doing the element. What is that? Pop is there, not remove. Remove is taking always the element. So we use the pop. So when I'm using the pop, so pop will be removing the element on a specific position. So see the 0 1 banana is removed. Okay. Okay, so if I'm not giving it, it will remove the last one. Okay, so just use the method based on the use case. Loop list. Okay, one clear is there. So clear is like making it your list empty. It is not deleting element. It is making it entire list clear. So clear is for the entire list clear. You can fill the list again. Okay, you can add the element in the list again. This list dot append, you say XYZ. So now you are appending the element. After clearing the element, you are adding the element. So the one element XYG will come after the list is clear. Okay. So clear is just a clearing, like making it empty. Your list is empty. Looping, right? You can, for loop, you can use each items of the list. Iterate, you can iterate, or like index position, right? You can use the range, right? So range, right? So you can, so if you element is, so you are finding the index position, so range you are using, so range you are giving length, so it will find like what is the range is there, length is 3, so it will be running 0 1 2 your element. Okay, so it will be once you get the index position, you can get it. So you are just trying the index position. Okay, so this for loop. Another way is you can run through the element by element, right? So it will be taking it each element of the list one by one and print the element. But if you want to element get by index, so you have to use the range, right? So you have to iterate through the range. Okay. And the while loop, right, you can use, right, same like I index is there, initial index, and the I is length of the list less than. So 0 you are starting, that is the reason you are taking is the less than length. Okay. So if you have 3 element, it will run 2. So 0 1 2. So 0, the first 0 element will come, then 1 is come, then 2 is come. Okay. So like this is coming. And one is a list comprehension. List comprehension is you don't need to write an entire for loop. So you can avoid that for loop. You can write a comprehension, list comprehension. So here you are saying like same thing, whatever you write normal for loop, right, for X in the list. Okay, so if you convert in the another way, so how will you write it? You will say for X in, So you will be writing like this for X in the list, and then you will be print X. So both are same thing. Okay. So here is list comprehension is right rather than writing in the same thing is repeating. So you can write print X for X in the list. Okay. So more logic you can write in the list comprehension. Okay. So if you see here list comprehension, so something like you want to check, this is a simple for loop you are doing where the A letter is there. So A letter in your each and every fruit you are checking. So how many are there? A is here, A is here, and A is here. So 3 fruits having the A, right? So you are finding the element. This is a simple for loop you are doing. But the same thing, if I want to do list comprehension, so list comprehension is very simple is doing. So first what you do, whatever your for loop is there, write it here for X. So X for X in fruit if A in X. So same thing, whatever you are writing here. So for X in fruit, if A in X, right? And this X is representing the element X you want to use it. So it will not print. It will be just simply adding the element in the list. It will give you the written output list. Okay. So when you will get the same like list, you will get it, and that list you can print it later. Okay. So this is just list comprehension is giving you like preparing a new list based on your condition. So suppose you say A is not in X. So if I just change this logic, so it will be giving me where A is not there in the X. So I'm getting that these 2 fruits. I want to find the length of fruit. If len of X is greater than, I say 5. So how many fruits have length is greater than 5? Okay. So only 2 are there. So this any kind of condition you can write. Okay. So whatever condition you want to find where the length is even or odd, that you can also check. So if you can check percentage 2, like you can say percentage 2 equal 0. Okay, instead of greater than 5. So you will check whose length is 0, this even number length that will be coming 4, 6, 6. Okay, so this way you can write the logic with the list comprehension. So sometimes the people ask write other different way you can write. Okay, so this is the expression for item in iterable if condition equal true. So you can write various conditions like you are not matching a particular item. So you can write not equal to, or you can write this is just simply printing the elements. So with no if statement. So it will just simply for loop, which is keeping a new element. Like you are taking it all element in a new list. So same element will come in the new list, right? Because you are not having any condition. So as it is will come. Okay. Okay. So like this is all condition things, expression like uppercase, lowercase things. Like suppose you say you are iterating all X, but you want to make it uppercase. So this in the beginning, like whatever X you are taking or whatever value you are showing here, whatever variable expression you are using here, you can also apply some function, string functions you can apply. Okay, so here upper you are doing, so it will check, make it upper. Okay, so whatever X you are doing, so here if you write some condition, if the element which is length is greater than 5, if len of X is greater than 5, only those should be uppercase. Okay. So that's up to you, right? 3 parts are there. One part is your expression, second part your iteration, and third part this is optional. Okay. So whether you want condition or not. Okay. If you are not keeping conditions, so each and everything will come. Okay. If you're keeping condition, based on the condition, your final list will be prepared and you will be applying this expression, right? Okay. So if you do any function on your expression, that will be applied on the output list, right? Because list comprehension is giving the output as a list. Okay, so there is a dictionary also, there is a dictionary comprehension is there also, set comprehension also there, depending on the what type of collection comprehension you want to use. Okay, so if you have to keep it some condition like if else condition kind of one. So here is you are using condition here. Okay, so you are iterating, you are saying here for if you write condition here, so what happened? You are saying for X in fruit, if X not equal to banana and else orange, so it will be this, X not equal to banana. If it is not banana, it will become orange, right? Okay, apple will apple. Okay, okay. If it is not banana, become orange. Cherry is cherry, kiwi, mango. Okay. So it is iterating and it is checking the condition. Okay. So sorting the list, you can sort the list. Simple sort function is there. You can ascending, descending, reverse equal to true. So that you can apply. Okay. It can increasing, decreasing order. So you can do, and you can customize the sort function. You can write your own logic and you can provide the key. So you are saying the key is a my function. So whatever my function is, it is taking your list of element. Okay, it's absolute value. So whatever n value is coming, it will be creating an absolute value of by -50. So on basis of this my function is a key, it will do the sorting. Okay, so case insensitive sort, like where you don't want to have whether it's a upper or lower, both will be considered same. So case sensitive sorting can be expected result. So here simple sort function they are using. K is coming in the order O, B, and C. It's a okay, so reverse order. So this is a reverse function is there. Copy list, you can create a copy. One is a clone function is there, one copy function. So copy function, you can create a copy. The and clone function also there. If you want to a list like this is also one way. List you pass another list, it will make it copy also. And you have copy function and clone also. Okay, list is clone is not there. So any object you can do clone, but not this list. Okay, so copy and you can pass list another list, create a new list. So it will create a same copy of the existing list. So by using the list constructor, you can create a new copy. Join list, you can join the list by aggregation, right? Plus, right? So two lists you can join, or you can first list you iterate. So first list, right? List one, after list one, 1, 2, 3, like it will be appending. Okay, or you can use the extend. Okay, so there are the different ways you can do. So join is plus in operator, or you can do append, like after the first list two element you will append. Okay, so if I say A, B, C is there, after that 1, 2, 3 will be appending. Okay, or you can do extend function. So that will be doing the basically extending the list one to list two, like it will extend. Okay. Okay, so tuple is same like we can access the tuple. So index value is there, right? So we can have same 0 is a starting one, first one, and 1 is the second and third, like this. So we are going to get this tuple element, we can get it. And negative indexing, same thing, right? From the and range, all these things you can follow the same. And update, right? Like a specific index you want to update, right? So you can, one thing you can do, you can convert list tuple to list, and then you can update by using this. Okay. And you can append any new element. Okay. So you can use tuple to convert, and again you can convert to tuple. Okay. So like change tuple values to list, and then you can apply any operation of the list, and then you can convert back to the tuple constructor is there. Okay. Add tuple to tuple, right? You can add another tuple, right? Two tuples are there, one tuple this, one tuple this. So you can add, remove the items from the tuple. So remove function, same like list we do. Del is also, so delete any element in the tuple you can do. Unpack tuple, right? Suppose you have a fruit, so you are defining the three variables, right? So whenever you have fruit, so it will be assigning the variable value. So that is the unpacking of collection, not only tuple, we can do list also. So loop tuple, so for loop, same thing like for loop we can use, and we can use the range way we can do, while loop we can do. Okay. Join tuple, this is like same like plus, or here is a multiply. Same thing can be applied in the list also. If you do the multiply operation, so it will create this same number of elements again. Okay, one more time. Okay, if you do multiply 3, so 3 times it will be created. Okay, so this is replicas, right? Basically replicas kind of thing. Okay, so this is the, okay, so set is unordered element, right? Unordered, and it doesn't allow duplicate. Unordered, it's unordered. Okay, order can be changed. Okay, and it doesn't allow the duplicate. Okay, the duplicates not allowed. Okay, so we can create a set with the different types of values also we can create. But if anything is here true and 1, that is taking 1. So true and 1, because true is representing 1, or 0, if I keep it false and 0, false. So whenever I'm taking the false, it's not taking 0, because false and 0 both are representing the, because any element 0 means that is false. So it is taking only false. Okay. So when you are using true and 1, it will take it true. Okay. So that we have to, true and 1 consider the same. So that is the reason it is understood duplicate. Same, false and 0 considered same. Okay. And get the length. Length is the length function is there. And if you have the different set, right? So set can have a different data type value. Type method is giving the what type of collection it is. So set is saying, set is the constructor, right? If any tuple item I want to make it unique, or I want to make it collect list item to, so I can pass to set. So using the set constructor to make a double round brackets. So set has the bracket and again the bracket of the tuple. So we are passing it. Okay. So accessing the set item. So you can access by each element by using the iterating the for loop, or we can do in, right? So it will be giving a true or false, right? We can change the item. Okay. So any index positions, right? Add set item. So we can add, so here, instead of append, here is the add function is there. Okay. So when I click on the add, so it is adding randomly. It is not adding at the end. Okay. So set update list. So it is updating the list in the set. So order will not be maintained in the set. Remove set items. If you want to remove, so remove function is there, discard is there given 1. So if the item removed does not exist, remove will raise an error. Okay, set is having one, this one. If item is not there and you are trying to remove, it will be giving the error. Okay, so we have to check whether the item exists or not exists. So we choose the contents, like we check in operator. So first we check whether item is there or not. If I take it here, banana, so it is giving me key error, right? So if one in this set, so it is not coming in the condition, right? Because banana 1 is not there. But suppose banana is there, so I can remove the banana. So I can write if else kind of condition, right? If this is not there, so I can print the message. So this kind of error handling we can do, like not error handling, just if else conditions, right? So we should not get any error. Okay, pop is there, right? If I want to, if I don't pass it, it will be take last element. Oh, random item. It is not taking random item. Pop. If I do pop 1, actually they have not given the feature, right? The return one. So you can pop a remove item, but this item, random item, so you can't be sure the item get removed. The pop method is removed then. So using the pop method, you don't know which item gets removed. So we can do the remove function, that is if any specific item you want to remove. Okay, so this method clear is making it your set empty, and del is like you want to specific, like del it is completely removed. But if you one element you want to do, okay, like this index, if we use, it is not a guarantee it is there or not. So this I think they have not, because this is for list only. Mm. Because it is already deleted. Let me try this. Okay, doesn't support the deletion. Okay, so we cannot entire, because elements are not a specific order, so it is not giving the feature of pop 1 or any del delete particular index you cannot delete. Okay. So generally we use either remove function or discard function there too. Okay, loop set is there. Okay, so iteration I can do join set like two, so plus union here, right? Union, and if you want to update in the set 2 to set 1 insert, so entire set we can both union and update will exclude any duplicate item. So if any element is coming as a duplicate, right, in both of them, suppose here is a is there, okay, and if you run, so it still will come. See, this is a is a string. Okay, so you run this. So here you can see A is coming, A, B, C is all are coming one time, even though your elements are duplicate. Okay, so the for loop, while loop, you can see this same like functions. So function is like we can create our function. So def keyword we use and define colon, and we can write function body. Okay, if we have return statement, we can write a return keyword, so we can return the value. Okay, and if you want to pass the parameters like input parameter, we can pass to the functions if we have. So, but if you have like a, you are right, sending the two parameters, but here you are sending the one parameter. So in that scenario, when you are not sure how many parameters will be passed, so you can use the arbitrary argument. Arbitrary argument is like star args. So it will take, if you are passing the 3, it will use 3. It will, you are passing 2, so you can 2, right? So you can use a star args. So it will be a variable number of argument you can use, right? So this function will not give the error, right? If you are passing the less parameter or more, it will not matter, right? It will, but you should have that index, right? Okay, so you should check the proper length and then you should use the index. So this is coming, okay. So, and keyword argument is there also, k args, it is called k w args, okay. So keyboard argument. So we use a double asterisk sign, the before parameter name of the. So if any, so when you don't know how many keyword argument will be passed in your function, add 2 asterisks, okay. So here you are passing like a specific parameter you are passing here, and you are setting it like, okay, this value is given to this parameter, this one is given to this parameter, okay. So you can define by the kr. And default parameter value, sometimes you are not passing to the function, but still you want to run your function, right? Your function should not give any problem, so you should set equal value, set it. So if something is passed, it will be overridden. If it is not passed, so it will be taken your default value, okay. And passing a list of pass as a list, so complete list you can pass as a list to the function, and once you pass. Okay, so return values, you have to return keyword you have to use, right? Whenever you are returning value, so you have to like 3 are passing, so it will return 50, it will return 25, it will return 45. So it will return the value. Okay. If you still keep it function, but you don't want to do any time function, anything, just keep it pass. Keep it pass or write pass. So that will be, sometimes it's a use case, right? My function, some if condition, I want to call function, but I don't want to do anything. So I just want to keep it function without body. So I will keep it like, because function body, we cannot keep it empty, but some reason like there is no content, so we can keep the pass rather than getting the error, okay. Okay, so this lambda is very important keyword because this is an anonymous function, because lambda is mostly used right in the PySpark or functional programming. Lambda is a functional programming. So lambda is anonymous function. So we don't need to specify any function name. Okay, then we can use the anonymous function, and that is defined by lambda. So lambda is a keyword in Python, because other programming language is like hyphen greater than sign in Java, and the equal greater than sign is in Scala. And lambda is a keyword in the Python. Suppose you want to do the addition of two, like a plus 10. So when you're passing, so it will be 5 you are passing as a value input to lambda. Okay, so it will be doing the sum. If you want to do some other calculation you want to do, so two parameters you are giving. So whatever parameter you are passing here, lambda you are giving, so those number of values you have to pass your this return value, okay, as a function. Okay, suppose you have 3 elements sum you want to do, so you can do like this. Okay, so any calculation things, okay, like some function you have and there is a lambda, right? So whatever n value will come, it will be multiplied. Okay, so you can do this kind of use cases with the lambda. Suppose I want to do the make a sum of 10 numbers. So one way you will do for loop, right? You will add 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 3 up to add the 10 numbers. So if you want to add lambda to add 1 to 10 number in Python, so how will you do? Like simple, like you have to write like actually you have to pass the list of element. You have to use some map function. So map function, what it will do, because you cannot do, because here it will be just adding 10 plus 1, 11. Okay. So you need some looping things you need, because lambda doesn't provide the looping. So for looping things, you can do with the map function. Okay. So what you need to do, suppose you want to add this 1 to 5 number, and what you are doing, this list you are passing as to your map function. So map function is taking two parameter. One is the lambda expression you are defining, and the second one is a higher order function. You know, right? In the Scala, we seen higher order function, which is taking function as a parameter. Okay, so this is the function, right? This is the function body, right? X plus 1. Okay, so map function is taking your input is a list and taking your expression, right? What you want to do, X plus 1. So each value it's doing plus, and then finally it is creating a new list. So, but it still it's not doing the sum. It is just making it each element plus 1 plus 1, like it is making the output like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But something you want to do sum, there is a reduce function is there. So you can use reduce will make it sum. So there is a reduce function. It can use along with lambda to making it sum. So if you like 55 sum you want, so how you are doing? Simply you have defined some lambda expression separately. Suppose my lambda expression is lambda x comma y, x plus y. So any two numbers comes, I want to get the sum of those two numbers. Suppose 1 or 2 comes, it will become 3. Or 3 plus 3 will come, it will become 6. 6 plus 4 will come 10. So I define one expression and I want to add this expression here, lambda expression, and I'm passing the list to the reduce. So reduce will, like taking two number at a time, do the sum and give the input to the next number. And then this lambda expression will be applied. So final sum you will get like this 55. Okay. So reduce function you can use, but map function is, but you have to use this library because this is not by default available, this reduce function. So you have to use functional tool. And I think map function. Map function is directly there. Okay, so reduce function, you have to use the library. Okay, so next is arrays is the same as the list, okay, because you have the array element, so you define as the same like a list way, you can do the length of the list. Okay, class object oriented programming. So you define class. So class can have the properties and the functions together, and it's like a blueprint. Okay, so you are defining the class and you are creating a class instance like p1 equal to my class, and p1 dot x you will get the value of x you can print. There is a init function you can define underscore underscore init. This is called Something name is there. This init is called. It's the Dunder, like something is there.
Constructor.
Someone is saying what?
Constructor.
No, constructor is there, but actually it is this underscore things I'm talking about. What is this called? Something dunder, something is there. Um, no, exactly it is the same keyword. Yeah, dunder methods start with the double underscore. Okay, so init is an example of dunder methods. Okay, like any function like del is there, destructor. Okay. Generally, these are the APIs function. Okay, we are not depending. Okay, so init is initialization purpose, right? I can when I'm calling the person same class object I want to initialize, so it will initialize the value, and then I can access. Okay, this is like a two-string kind of function, right? So that is, so these are the it little complex like this init or str, right? So if you want to print as a string, so you can use it is kind of two-string function in Java, so that we use. Okay, and if you want to define your function, so some my function you define and you are passing self, so already you initialize your variable and then you can get the self dot name, right? So you will get the okay, so you can get self parameters. Modify object property, you can change, set the age, right? You can modify object like delete object properties. So del particular property value you want to delete, you can delete. Okay, and complete object you want to delete is there. And if you don't want to write anything in the class, so just keep it pass. Okay. Inheritance is the like a one parent class and child class. So if your child parent class like bracket you pass. So this is a little different way rather than Scala and Java. So just you have defined one parent class person and student class you are passing person. Okay. So everything is inherited from the parent to child. So suppose you are defining student class have student constructor and you are setting the value. So it will be called the super of the parent and then it will be initializing the value. Okay. So like this you are giving. So, so whatever values you are initializing, it is initializing. Okay. So the print function is called here. Okay. So if you want to keep it more properties, new properties, like you want to keep it like, okay, first name, last name is a person, but student you have the class, like because a student is a person, but a student is a class, like he has some subject, some academic class, or like some employee is there who has the job, right? So you can create a different class, but all are person, right? Here I say employee. So employee is having a company, right? He is associated with some company. So like this, we can have a different. So you can create like child functions, right? You can create. Okay, so any extra parameters are there, you can initialize in the child. So in the child, you can call the super. So whatever parameter is associated with the parent, it will initialize from the super. Okay, and add new property like here you added the graduation year because student is having the graduation year. Okay, so this is the parameter which is initializing for the student. Okay, so if I am saying this is a student, okay, so another class, suppose you create employee. So employee also having the first name, last name, but but employee can have the other property. Okay, so you can say this is employee. So whichever class you will be calling, it will be. So to some XYG company. So if you calling the new employee, so you will print other, like you want to print name, you can call, right? X dot print name. So print, because that is a common function, right? Print dot X dot print name. We have to make it Y. If we do it, it will override it. Okay, it is coming as an object bracket. So you can see the first three property, none is coming. Okay, none is coming because here the value is not there in the parent, right? For the other third property, right? So that is the reason, because I'm not passing. If you want to pass it here itself, it will set it. Suppose third parameter, you set it. But a student will take 2 parameter only. This student is taking so this none is coming. Print name is, so it is calling print name in the child because initializing of the first name, last name. Location here is not there. That is the reason it's showing. Okay, so just one check this inheritance and the polyversion. So okay, so I'll cover all the things on the weekend. Okay, so just go through it. These are the simple utilities libraries. Okay, these are mostly libraries are there, regex libraries. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you.